Hello there everyone, this is Neko here, getting ready to play Satisfactory. Yes, it's a little early, we're not at 1.0. I'm recording it today, tomorrow, and the next day. Mostly what I'm doing is getting ready for 1.0, so you guys don't have to watch me basically repeat the start over and over again. So if you guys don't enjoy this, wait till September 12th and you can check out uh, Nightingale, The Realms Reborn, which is something else I'm going to be planning. My goal is to try and make 1,000 subscribers by December, but I'll need your guys' help. If there's things you want to see, things you want to know, just ask away in the questions. Today we're just going to get a little bit of building prep, building unlocking, basically my goal is to try and have the space elevator done by 1.0 release, and I'm not sure which nodes are gonna get removed and which ones are. I know they already said that which ones, but still. Uh, anyways, we need to get some research gone and going, and part of that is getting this so I can get the conveyors, splitters, and mergers. I also want the map because this run around, I'm going to try and use pure nodes only. Whether or not I can use, whether or not I can, that will depend on certain things. Now, there has been a few adjustments and a few other things they've done, but I don't, again, a lot of it's going to be waiting till 1.0. So right now, if we were to do this, I would definitely want obstacle clearing so I can make solid biofuel. And then base building, field research, and logistics. Those would be the first ones I would go for. So let's get going. So right now we've got plenty of plates here. As you can see, I've already kind of pre-started on a few things. You can see right here, this is a pure node. Up there's a pure node, and for my copper, over there is a pure node. So this area has all three beginner nodes that need to be pure, and I don't know where the hell that is on the map just yet because I don't have it unlocked. Now, I did find some sulfur and a few other things while I was running around, but anyways, we'll worry about that. First things first is you know what? Base building. I forgot. Do I click on all that here? Oh yeah, something else I learned is if you want, you can actually preload a bunch of materials into each field that you want. So if I want to get obstacle clearing, I can throw in wire, iron, a bunch of stuff like that. You know what? We're going to select this one and throw in. We are going to need a bunch of rods, which means realistically I could steal from here, or I could steal from here all of these. Now I'm excited for quite a few things that they have planned. There's going to be all kinds of fun little goodies to play with, but most of it is in-game, and most of it means we're going to have to burn through the beginning like this, which is why I'm doing that. Now, part of the reason why I'm starting now instead of using an old save is in the event, the old save, let's say I had a bunch of stuff set up and the node that I happen to be on was destroyed or moved. That means that entire factory is useless and I have to go through and move it and change it around and this and that, and yeah, that's not gonna be fun. If any of these nodes move, then voila, I can just simply tear up the few items that I already have, and boom. Now it's gonna be quite interesting to see the strange alien matter.
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Woo! Speaking of, I should try and unlock the MAM. Where is... no. Awesome sink, rated stackable, no. Here. I should actually unlock this first. We got plates on the way, we got that, we got concrete on the way. We're going to get... oh yeah, we need to get a bunch of other things. Right now I got copper wire going because it's gonna take a ton of it to get the space elevator, like 1,500, so it's definitely worth getting that going. Now over here there is an enemy that appeared, but I managed to drive them off the cliff. It was funny as hell to watch. Probably should have recorded it for you guys, but I've shown it quite a few times in other videos, and yeah, it was definitely amusing. I highly recommend checking out my other videos on this, my playthroughs. Now I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done. Again, this is mostly just here to fill in until the 1.0 release. But I can at least give you some tips, tricks, helpful hints, other tidbits, this, that, screw around, blah bitty blah blah blah. Yes, I did just do that. Blah bitty blah. Alright. We're gonna slap one of you down. This is actually a great way to, in the beginning, to just get a lot of resources you need. Because while this is making other things, I can simply use this. I could slap down, like this area has pure node right here, a pure node right here, and here. Like this is all pure nodes right here of iron. So I could try and set up to build one of these, but again, we have limited power. Right now you can see here my max power consumption is 40. My max consumption is 35, which means I cannot throw too many more machines on without potentially popping my production, without popping my grid. As you see here, if one of these spiked up here, it would pop it, and then I would have to reset it and redo it. Even though you can see here I'm clearly averaging right about in the 16 if you were to average this out. But that's because I currently have a lot of things filled up and in the process of not being used. Now I forgot how many screws we get per thing. It takes 1 to get 4, so that means if I get 100 rods, we should without a doubt get 300. Well, actually, we'd get 400 screws, but still. Now you can hold space, and it will just continue to burn through this, which is nice. And then you can simply like AFK if you got like a bunch of stuff and watch a video, like watch a 5-minute video or something while you're just waiting. If you want to take it chill, although usually you want to start just like speed running through a lot of things. Now there's quite a few things like the burners that I'm excited to see, because it looks like they automated a method to feed them, which means all I have to do is just chop down trees, plants, and automate the process of making biomass, solid fuel, and then feeding it into the burners, and then basically creating a little mini loop. Although it would be nice, I don't remember if they had any plots, like grass growing or biomass growing plots. If they did, that would be kind of cool. But again, that might have just been me wishful thinking. Alright. Thankfully this doesn't take too long to make. Although this game is more about building and having fun rather than just sitting here in the screen and crafting like this. But this is kind of how you progress quickly in order to get where you need to be. Alright, we got 300, perfect. Some of these things take too long, but I understand why they did it. Can't have people just using this basically to do everything they need. In the beginning, you want them to actually start doing things. We're gonna have to get 100 plates, which I could have swore I picked up. Oh, right, I do. Right here. That should give me the 100. Once we get the screws, we'll have the 300. We can get the field research, and then I can start researching. Although I'm gonna wait on researching certain items, and I'm gonna wait on the MAM because they did quite a few resets or adjustments to the MAM, so it'll be quite interesting to see. However, I will show the before and after basically. Alright, I'm gonna launch that. That's the one thing that sucks is you can't. You can select another milestone, but you can't launch it.
Milestone reached. The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Woo! We're gonna need to get at least a few more plates. Once we can make at least 3 more of those, we'll plop down the MAM. That way I don't have to worry about it. And I may have to start looking into getting more burners and a few other things set up in the process too, and wow. Oh right, we don't have enough plates, that's why. Okay. We can come over here, we can grab all of these. Now we should have enough. And we're gonna have to look into base building because I'm gonna definitely start plopping down base structures, but realistically I kind of want to wait on that. Basically I just want to burn through and get through the beginning. Ooh, we need actually some of these. All right. Getting through the beginning actually does go pretty quick. We got power slugs, which I could research. Oh, that's the other thing, is they made it where it's possible to now to automate power shards, which is quite interesting. We got quartz, we got sulfur. Most of the beginning stuff I could probably research. The big thing they changed was the hard drives and what you can do with them. Which, yeah. I gotta slap in some of these. Slap in some of that. And I think I should look into making one of these, which we need 15. I think it was 15.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fixate
Nope,
freighter
wrong
re-entry
one.
complete.
Alright, well, we've got plenty of these over here that we can snatch. Yay! Milestone complete. We need 15 of these. Probably should get 30. Just in case. That means we're gonna have to reattach something, so we're gonna pop you, slap you, slap you. We're gonna take another one of you so we can actually have something to slap power to... Oh, now we need some wires. Dang it. It's definitely going to be exciting to see what they have planned and what they're going to do. What do we got? A lot of biomass. I definitely want to get the solid biomass, and I definitely want to get that set up. I am going to be moving things around. Yeah, they don't have it yet, but I believe in the back here, like, right here, I believe is where the biomass feed thing's gonna be. Woo, we jumped to 70, so now we can slap a bunch of machines on. Yeah, baby. We probably should get logistics and a few other things, because we could split this and get this producing, what is it, plates, rods, and screws. And then we can split over there and get those wires and cables going over there, and that should take care of most of everything we need to get the space elevator. Yep. Space elevator is going to be a little expensive. Alright. Next milestone, might as well. We need rods, wire. I definitely would like to get that. Tier 2 belts would be nice, but we don't have that. Resource sinks we don't really need just yet. We will need this if we want to get the upgrade the space elevator. I think this will be the next thing, because solid biofuel and chainsaw is going to be stupidly helpful. That takes care of that, so now we just need the screws and a few other things. You know, I'm probably gonna slap down a constructor. Oh, we need to on that, because once the cut wire gets full, we can then just let that stockpile up, and then there you go. Personally, I feel like they should just bypass the need for wire, because it takes 1 copper to make 2 wire, and it takes 2 wire to make 1 cable, which means 1 copper should make 1 cable. But that's just my opinion. Alright, we need to make reinforced, which means we need screws. We need to make 1 of these. We're gonna go slap that down in front of the wires, so we can start making wire. Again, a lot of moving is gonna be done when we get, oh. Wait. Oh, oops. Alright, there we go. We have enough to go make the cable. Probably should look into the splitters and the belts that lift things up and down. Alright, we need, what was it? Cable. We need at least 8. But we're gonna need to set up a few other items in the process. I probably should research the slugs so I can get some of these items producing faster, but hey. Okay. That's full. Yay! Wire spaghetti! Where everything goes all over the place. Oh yeah, that's the other thing, is they made some changes to the way some of this stuff works, the way some of the belts work. It's going to be absolutely amazing to see in the process. And there's going to be so many quality. Oh right, you have this like the thingy for that. There we go. Now we got cable automated. We got wires automated. So at this point, we just need to get rods and a few screws. But realistically, to do that, we're gonna need the milestone logistics here, which we're missing iron rods and that. Might as well get this all filled too. And then I can split and then basically have all three things going, which will probably be the end of the episode. Then the next episode will be me getting more research done and probably saving up for the, whatever you call it, the space elevator. Actually, I might just end it here. That way I can have another episode where I'm getting this all split up and ready to go, and then have the space elevator up by third episode, and then by third episode we should be able to start kicking it into high gear and be really going. But that's gonna have to wait a little bit, and yeah, we're gonna have to grab this. That's should be enough to get me everything I need. It's just gonna take a few minutes. So a lot of the beginning is basically just this, sitting here once you get the machines up and crafting all the basic resources you need to get the logistics. Or you can actually take a moment and get everything set up individually and then respec your place once you get everything. So realistically, it's all depending on how you want to play and how often you want to tear apart and rebuild your factories. For me, I don't really care about tearing them down and rebuilding them a lot. I prefer to try and make them as efficient as possible the first time around, so I don't have to do it like I don't know, 12 times. But as you upgrade and you unlock new recipes, you tend to either have to make new factories in new locations or tear down your old ones and rebuild new ones. Alright, we got enough here to get this so we can get the logistics. So I'm gonna try and get this fired off and then end the episode. I am gonna call the season 1.0. I'm just gonna call this episode Preparing or Satisfactory episode 1 probably, and then episode 2, episode 3, and then I'll probably then call it 1.0. Oh, alright. Now that's ready to go,
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Woo! Alright, for now, if you guys enjoyed listening to me and if you're excited about 1.0, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to see more of this series, then prepare to watch in a couple days. And if you want to see other series that I've done on this, check out my channel. If this game isn't for you, even though you've made it to the end, you can also check out other games I've played. Anyways, I'm going to get ready for the next episode, which means probably getting foundations and a few things set up to make things a little pretty. And then, well, more recording. Anyways, If you guys want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain amount of time, I'll add you on. Bye-bye.